Hi everybody, happy Saturday. I was going to tell this story, and for the life of me, I can't remember if I've already told it to you guys, or whether I told it on Stickum, or what. But if I've told this before, please excuse my duh, because my memory isn't as good as it used to be. Anyway, back a few summers ago, and why I'm thinking of this is because my husband and his friends have all taken off today to drive to another city for a motorcycle swap meet, which means, yay, spring is on the way. And it made me start thinking about different times that he and I have been traveling about on the Harley. And there was this one summer in particular that I will never forget, because we were on our way to up to, it's called Grand Bend, Ontario, which I think I've shown in one of my vlogs. It's just a little resort town, and everyone just goes there each summer to be there even for an hour or so, because the main drag of this little town goes right straight down to the beach and the lake. We're on our way there, and the one highway going into this is almost like it's cut through the woods. You have a wooded area on this side of the highway, wooded area on that side of the highway. And these woods are full of deer and other little animals, I guess, and snakes and that. I don't want to think about that. Anyway, it was a busy Saturday, and we were probably going along about 50 miles an hour down the highway. I remember thinking what a gorgeous day it was, and probably up in the 80s. And I remember looking behind me, taking a look behind me and thinking, there's just a line of cars all heading to the same spot right behind us. Cars in front of us. All of a sudden, my husband turns his head back a little bit towards me on the back of the bike and says, "Watch for deer." Luckily it wasn't really windy, because if he would have said, "Watch for deer," when it's really windy and you're going really fast, sometimes the spit just flies back onto the passenger. So anyway, he said that to me, and I nodded, right? So I'm looking straight at the back of his helmet. So I remember nodding, and I look past to look over to this side. On my side here, looking into the woods, was all clear. Turn, see his helmet again, turn to this side, and bam, right there, I could have reached out and touched her, was a deer. She had literally jumped, because my husband doesn't even remember her jumping out from the side I had just looked at previously. He doesn't remember that. He just remembers saying that to me, turning his head back, and she was pa-boom. And you could actually hear, her hoofs on the highway, and I could see her eye so clear, of this frightened eye looking at me. I know this sounds incredible, and it sounds like I've made it up, but I swear to God, this happened. And it was like everything went into slow motion. I felt like if I just reached over a little bit, I could have petted her, because I could see all the different colors of hairs on her coat like the browns and the golds, white little flecks of black. It was all there, and I could actually hear her. I could hear her breathing. Really. And there was no way that my husband could brake because of all the traffic behind us. So in that split second, he eased off of the gas and just kind of tipped towards the side of the, I don't know how it's going to show on the screen, but he tipped off to one side, which would have been the ditch side of the road. Just sort of leaned the bike a little bit, and then we came back. I remember feeling that. And then we just kept on going. And both of us were silent till I would say about a mile down the road. It was like we were in shock. Because I didn't want to say anything because I thought maybe I got too hot under my helmet and I was hallucinating, and it didn't really happen. But after that mile or so, and we had slowed down in the traffic, Rick turned back to me to say something again, and he said, "Did you blankin' see that?" And I was going, yes. That will stick with me forever. I have never before and never since experienced anything like that. Be careful. And it's a true story. Everybody have a great Saturday. I'm out of here. Bye for now.